Welcome back to the channel, everyone. And behind me is my new to me 2016 Shelby GT350. I can't believe I'm saying that. Spun the tires a little bit too right there. Thank you guys for the support. This would not be possible without you guys across the car scene, the gaming scene. Thank you. Like, honestly, I'm still lost for words. I had to get that first drive in, you know, by myself. I'm already acting up in the car too. I can't believe I'm saying that either. Already acting up with the car. I'll go ahead and explain that when we get into a POV drive. But let me go ahead and give you guys a walk around. But holy, this is a beast. This is way different, obviously, from the 2-valve and the FRS. All right, y'all, so this is the GT350. I do apologize if there is some wind noise. My luck, every single time I come to record a video, there's always wind noise. But I want to give you guys a walk around of this car. Like I said, this is a 2016. New to me, this car has just under 11,000 miles. It is a 3-owner car, me being the 3rd owner, and the owner previously was a female, so that's pretty cool. And honestly, I think she gave it the sauce, because this is pretty quick. Like, it surprised me. All right, this is a normal mode right now. Obviously, we go into track. You can kind of hear the valves open. Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. I think this and the 4.6 liter 2-valve are probably the 2 best sounding Mustangs you can get. Coyotes with dumps sound amazing too. But this is stock headers, stock X-pipe with cats, and the stock muffler and tips, obviously. Now, what I'm gonna do to this car immediately, probably within like the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna enjoy it stock. With the next 2 weeks, I'm just gonna go ahead and get some long tube headers, catless. I'm gonna get the catless X-pipe, and I'm actually gonna leave the stock exhaust because I like the way it sounds. I like the stock catback. Maybe down the line I might change it, but I'm gonna keep it stock for the most part. As far as, you know, the catback back, I like the way it is. All right, let's go ahead and get a POV drive. All right, let's go on a POV drive in the Shelby GT350. Now, the one thing you're gonna notice when you're in a Shelby GT350, especially if you guys are, you know, coming from a new edge Mustang, and for my guys on the channel that are FRS BRZ 86 owners, the one thing that I was looking for within a Mustang, because I was looking at Mustangs, but I was also looking at Corvettes as well. I was looking at like C6, Z06 Vets. The one thing about the GT350, and with the suspension and the Recaro seats in here, is it was very important for me to find a car. Oh my God, we have a lot of traffic. Ooh, nice little Gen 3 Mustang, hell yeah. Woo. Or maybe a Gen 2, damn. S550s are clean as hell. But as I was saying, something that was very important to me when going ahead and looking for a Mustang was I wanted to make sure that the driving experience felt like I was driving inside the car, like I was in the car as opposed to being on the car. Now, if you have a BRZ FRS 86, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about with the bucket seats, the low ride. What the hell are you doing? The bucket seats, the low ride, and just the way the suspension is tuned, it's like you're driving inside the car, right? Now with the 2-valve Mustang or the newest Mustang, you feel like you're driving on top of the car. With this car, it feels like I'm driving in the car. Everything was within arm's reach. I don't need any, you know, additional gauges. I don't need any additional touchscreen or anything like that. It's just steering wheel, speedometer, tach, and the shifter. Obviously, you know, this has a T56 transmission. I can bang the gears. My seat is leaned all the way back. I can bang the gears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can bang all the gears without having to reach over like what you have to do with the 2-valve, even with an MGW short throw. And I really like that. We'll be able to open up a little bit once we get out of this area here. But, whew, thing sounds good. Oh shit, Cundon Racing. That's crazy. That's where I get my car tuned, the 2-valve. That's nuts. Get a little bit too crazy in here. I still got to get used to the car. But overall, the driving experience, it's so smooth. So smooth. So smooth. Woo! I got to get these downshifts a little bit better though. Ah, damn, bro. Man, this T56, this is crazy, man, because I knew for a fact, like, I would have got an MT82 car, I'm not gonna lie, because I was looking at Gen 3s, but I knew the driving experience with the T56, it shifts like butter, even at the higher RPMs. Like I said, I've already, you know, started acted up in this car a little bit. I actually roll raced a Gen 3 car. I don't know if it was a 10 or 80, because my windows were rolled up as soon as I punched it. I actually won with the passenger during the test drive. Already act up. Not even 5 minutes into the owner, actually didn't even own the car at that point, just doing the test drive. Already misshifted it. That's why I said I gotta get used to it still. Also don't got my radar with me right now too, so I'm really not trying to go too crazy. Oh, look, we got cops up here as well. Are wondering, like, with the windows rolled up, the sound deadening is like crazy on this car. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, I have the windows down and I don't even think the car is really all that loud. Obviously it's probably a lot louder on the outside, but on the inside, I mean, windows rolled up, downshifts, it's quiet. Like, this car needs headers. Woo. Woo. Clutch is super easy. Clutch feels just like the clutch in my BRZ, honestly. Just like the clutch. Grabs the exact same. I wonder what brand makes the clutches on this car, honestly. Does anybody know what brand Ford goes through? Because this literally feels exactly, and I mean exactly, like the South Bend clutch I have in the BRZ. Because when I jumped into it, I was like, damn, like, I already know how to drive this thing. You know, obviously I got to get used to the RPMs and whatnot, because I'm used to, you know, having a 6,000 rev limiter or a 72. Now that I have full 84, it's gonna take a little bit to get used to. But let me know down in the comment section if y'all know what brand Ford goes to get these clutches, or do they make them themselves? Because this thing feels exactly like South Bend. Like my FRS BRZ 86 owners, I'm telling you right now, if you have like a South Bend Stage 3 endurance clutch, or no, I'm at the Stage 3, yeah, the Stage 3 clutch, or maybe the Stage 2 daily clutch, oh my god, it's gonna feel the exact same. Spun the tires a little bit too right there. I gotta be careful in this thing, man. I really do. I gotta be careful. I will be making a hard pulls video, obviously, but right now I gotta get, first of all, I gotta get my radar detector in this thing, and second of all, I need to get a little bit more seat time. Cause it's blowing these super sports off, like literally without an issue. That was like a 40 roll in second, which theoretically, for a GT350, that's really not the RPM you want to be at. Whew! All right, we got this little turn here. See how it feels. Ooh! You gotta be a little bit more careful, because obviously this is a little bit of a bigger car than, you know what, well, not that much bigger than the 2 valve, but definitely a lot bigger than the FRS. You gotta be a little bit careful. And we got some cops up here. Yep, 2 of them. Alright, my downshift's down a little bit better, but bear with me, y'all. I've had this car for like an hour. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the test drive. Let me go ahead and show you guys under the hood, man. This car is pretty beast. Let me get used to it. Then I can go ahead and do some hard pulls. Again, I gotta get the radar in this thing, and I also gotta get the feel for it, because I'm not gonna jump into something that I've literally never driven before, because this is actually the first S550 I've ever driven. Literally. I've never driven a Mustang newer than 2004, so it's a little bit to get used to, but it's not too bad. But as you guys can see, under the hood is clean. The one I was looking at earlier, like in the week, like last week type shit, it was completely dirty under the hood. I don't know what was going on, and they knew I was coming to look at it, so that kind of was a red flag. But this one, clean. I want to say it does have a bigger throttle body, if you can see this, and don't get me wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is a JLT cold air intake. If not, don't get on me, but it's first S550, but I think it is. You guys can see, looking down here, you can't even see anything, because you would be able to see it. Stock manifold, so does not have headers. I do think this thing has a tune though, but I'm gonna get this to my guy Cliff at CUNDN, get a tune on here with the headers, X-Pipe E, really go ahead and wake this up, make about 500 wheel. But this thing is boogieing, man. Already raced somebody in this thing, a Gen 3 car, and won. So I mean, I don't know. And I had a passenger during the test drive, so I don't know, man. This thing is something else. It is truly something else.